All right, welcome everyone to the October 5th Technology Advisory Committee meeting. Thanks for everybody for joining us tonight. I think this is going to be a rather short initial agenda, and then we're going to spend some time going through the in an executive session. So first of all, did everybody get a chance to review the meeting notes from the September 7th meeting? Any changes, updates, modifications?
Nope, looked good.
Looks good. All right, then I would say the minutes stand approved as normal. Thank you. All right, next topic is first topic is how's the phone system implementation going? Last time we had a few little bumps in the road. Things settled down, or we still have challenges?
I can speak to that. A lot of it has settled down. We've made some adjustments. We're still waiting on PM Computing to install the app on the computers.
Right.
We put out a general email to staff to find out who wanted it and who didn't. We haven't had a lot of takers that I'm aware of, but one of the staff members is coordinating that to work with them. We had some difficulty with the first couple invoices, but I think we've got it down to a standard amount. We're still waiting on the consolidated bill to see what the fax machine impact would be and the solution for that.
Okay. Got it. Anything that you need us to help with at this point?
Not at this point. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right, you're not right. There's right. Coming.
The app is nice, even if it's just to be able to get your voicemails on the computer.
Yeah. I always
We're
used to.
already-
Yeah.
We're already getting the voicemails on the computer through our email
Oh.
without the app.
Okay. Well, the app would be,
I want the app.
the app will be nice. Will be nice once you get it in. All right,
You can
good.
also, I don't know if anyone's been taking advantage of this, but there's also a cloud, like a browser web portal that you can log in if you know your direct dial. It's the same login that we use for the app, and you can get in and see all your calls and clear out your voicemails and stuff like that. So
And
I've
set
been
all kinds of crazy rules in there too about how to handle calls.
yeah, right. Yeah, that's like how you can set up your email and to to get the voicemails emailed to you if it's not working. So yeah.
Good. All right, good. And then other business, Trisha, how are you? Where are you on Springbrook at this point?
At this point, we've kind of lost the window for finance to implement this year between the budget prep and moving into year end and then the audit. We have a number of questions still for the finalists that we were pursuing because of some of the references that we received. I'm also waiting to see how Franklin Park's implementation goes. But with the implementation of the website and some of that online payments, we'll revisit it beginning the first of the year so that we could potentially have something in the works for that summer period, which is slower for myself and my staff.
Right, so we're going to put this on hold till you're usually done. Is it April 1st?
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll get this back on the agenda starting in April.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Should be done by April though.
Well,
The contract should be signed. The
but
contract,
I don't think it's what
Software, the
yeah.
website.
finalized on it.
but if you start it in April, when do you want to start using it?
I'll continue to follow up with the references and verifying some of the things, some of the questions that were raised by some of the references that we got through the winter, but we'll be able to start implementation some point in the spring.
All right, so
So-
you are talking implementation in the spring, which means when do you need a contract done?
Probably sometime in the March, April timeframe.
So after the first of the year, probably. I mean,
Yep.
if it's decided at Springbrook, there isn't anything to do but renew the quote. But if it's not, then
Yeah.
need to start getting the refresher quotes from the other ones with whatever modules Tracer's gonna cover pulled out from it.
Well, not only that, but when we experienced that this year, the quote we received from Springbrook in January was much better than the one we received later on in the year. And so now that we know the potential for that, we'll continue to try to pursue the best price.
Okay,
Get
and that quote did not have an expiration date on it, if I remember correctly.
He sent us subsequent ones that do, but they're ones that I have questioned because they weren't obviously, even with inflation increases, the percentage that he was marking down because of what we were implementing continued to change depending on who the salesperson was. We just haven't had a lot of consistency there.
Okay. All right, I got it. Other questions for Trisha on this? All right, well, we'll keep you busy with the Tracer implementation as well as the website
Yes,
discussion.
there won't be a lack of things to do.
There never is. Never is. The only other thing on the other business is I don't think there's been any movement on the traffic cameras with Flock and the rest of it. There was everybody seems to be playing hardball with the last thing that we got from Chief Hawk, and that was a 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I did upload to our SharePoint all the details. If you haven't had a chance to look at it, it's all up there. I took everything that I had, except the last letter, which was the same thing as the previous letter. Don't do anything with Flock until we get this resolved.
Yeah, they're looking at 2 other vendors, and the funny thing is the one other vendor is basically the same exact pricing, so it's kind of
Yeah,
there's some spite involved in it.
yeah, there's some things going on, but basically, you know, until that's settled, we're still on hold on all that. I don't have anything else. Any other business that you all, any other topics or anything?
One thing I was thinking, it's been a year since we put out an article. Last October was our last one. We should
Or was it? Okay.
maybe consider doing another one. Not that I have any ideas.
You know, my next question was good. That's a
That's
good
right.
idea, Craig. Do you have any suggestions?
No, I don't.
I don't know if there's anything that's brewing right now. I haven't seen, you know, we've done stuff 5G settles down. We know there doesn't.
Just go back and recycle, refresh the. We did a general security one at some point, didn't we?
Yeah, that was the most recent one. That was last October.
That was last October?
Yep.
I thought it was earlier.
I think we did a couple of security ones, but yeah, that was the last general. Brian, is there anything that you've seen, you know, or heard from constituents and folks you've been talking about that would be worth an article for this team to pull together for Canlis and me? Or-
I don't know. I was trying to think here, you know, obviously the stuff we have brewing is what's going to be more fun when it's able to tell you to go check it out. I mean, honestly, the newest technology thing we've done is we technically added a LinkedIn page for the town in the last week.
Oh.
So I don't know, that's not really exciting, but it's all I really got for something we've done in the last month that I can point to as something to show off.
Yeah, one of the things that we've been doing, what we were doing pretty regularly was just general information articles out for the public. You know, Craig's done at least one. I think, Craig, you've done a couple on security. We did a couple on 5G.
I got you. Yeah.
You know, any topics of interest.
No, I mean, I think obviously the cybersecurity is kind of the go-to. Like even someone tried to send an email to everyone in the town, trying to get gift cards, you know, 2 weeks ago. So,
Well, that's a good one.
yeah.
Yeah, some of the scams that we just renewed our insurance and that continues to go up, and you know, the fact that you have to have 2 different types of insurance just to cover your security for your servers and things of that nature. But yeah, the scams are pretty much every other week.
Well, it might not be a bad idea, Craig, to refresh that one that you had done a year ago. Just as a reminder, change passwords, because there's more phishing stuff going on, you know,
Get some input from the police department on
yeah.
some of the scams. I know they put them on their Facebook page, but
I'll send a note off to Chief Hawk and see if he's got any
That's a good idea.
scams, you know, update security thing. All right. And then Craig, if I could send that to you. If he's got any input, maybe update what you'd done before,
Sure.
since you're so great at doing this.
Thanks.
All right, and yes, he's very good at doing
He
this.
is good at it, yes.
He's very good at doing this.
And he's the one that brought the topic up.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Anything else? Brian, do you have anything else for us besides the topic that what we'll cover in exec session?
No, I don't have anything at this time.
Okay. All right, then I would say our next meeting is November 2nd, and I would say we should, do I have a vote to it? They move to
Move to go to executive session.
session by a second. All right, we're gonna move over to executive session, so. Stop recording.